The story continues. The diagnosis. So I get the diagnosis. I have breast cancer. I am devastated. I am a woman of God, a mother, a wife, a daughter, a sister, a friend. I said a mother. I am so many things to so many people. I am strength. I am wisdom. I am not prepared. And so devastated I am. I cry, I cry, I cry. And after receiving the news, I go to my doctor and I sit down with her to get the all in all. Okay, what exactly does this mean and what type of breast cancer? So little did I know there are various types of breast cancer. I have lobular breast cancer. And what exactly does that mean? So I'm going to be honest, I don't do a whole lot of research. I let my husband is the research king. He researches everything. And so, anywho, I go to the doctor and it's an evasive type of cancer. Well, actually I have two kinds, but it's the evasive type of cancer. It does not form in a lump, which is why I didn't know. But it didn't matter. I have fibrocystic breasts, I think that's what you call it. Anyhow, I have lumpy breasts, long story short. Anywho, she tells me all of what there is to know about this cancer and what's going on. I hear all of it, but I hear none of it. It's so much information. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm not emotional. I'm kind of numb. I listen, I hear, I'm aware. She tells me that because I don't have any history, my mother's side nor my father's side, of breast cancer, she wants to do some genetic testing because we want to make sure that it's not going to show up in other areas. So we do all of the testing and those kinds of things. And genetic testing is very easy. They just do either a mouth swab or just a urine catch. And you send it in. And so I just did or not swab, you just catch the spit, saliva, I'm sorry. And you submit it. It's kind of expensive. I think it was like $375. But I did it because I want to make sure that we check everything. I'm one of those kind of people who want to make sure I know all of the information as opposed to a little bit of information. So we check everything out. Good news. There's no need to be concerned. They're not worried that it was negative. So not going to necessarily pop up in other areas. I have all of the information, and so we're going to move forward at this point. And what next? I have to go to, insurance issues. Oh my goodness. I have great insurance, but I live in Raleigh, and my insurance requires me to use doctors that are in Durham. So my doctor does not work in Durham. She works out of Raleigh. So issues. So this, that's the last thing you want to start dealing with, issues with insurance and so forth and so on. But I had those kinds of issues. Small, but issues nonetheless. We got through that, and then I decided I have all of the information I need, so now I have to tell my children. I have left in the home a 17-year-old, at this moment, a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 10-year-old, 17 and 16-year-old boys, and a 10-year-old girl that needed to be told. So my husband and I, we just went home and we told him. I told my husband, I said, you have to tell him, because I was, I wasn't sure how I would be emotionally. He started off and he said, Mom has been going to the doctor a lot, and so we want to, just let you know she has cancer. And my 17-year-old, who is adopted, very emotional. He got up and he went out the back door. We tried to catch him, but it was just so quick. My 16-year-old eyes just turned red immediately, and tears started to roll. My 10-year-old, I couldn't see her because she was sitting directly beside me, and I just kind of grabbed her. Very emotional time for us. And we just brought everybody back together, and we just explained that this does not mean that it's over. It just means that we have something that we're going to have to endure together. We're going to work together, and we're going to get through this. This is not over. It just means that we have a new journey, task, challenge that we're going to work through together. Next was telling my mom. I mentioned in a previous video that my grandmother passed away with cancer. It was a stomach cancer, but cancer nonetheless. So it was, and I'm the oldest, so I knew it would be difficult to tell my mom. So I wanted to make sure I had all the information before I went to my mom with this information. So what I did with mom was we took her out to lunch, and then we went and got cupcakes. And then we came back to the house, and I told her, and it was like Hiroshima. It was horrible. It was horrible. She cried, I cried, my daughter cried. It was horrible. But I told her, Mom, look, we're gonna do this. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get through this. This is not what it was when Grandma was diagnosed. We so many advances, and we found her early enough, and we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this together, and we're gonna be happy, and we're gonna be rejoicing, and we're gonna be able to look back on this, and it's gonna be okay. And so then I called my sister, and I was like, look, I'm gonna call you as soon as Mom's on her way home, so you can go to the house and check on her, because she lives closer to Mom than I do. And so it was a challenge. It was a challenge, but we're good. We're good now. So that was the diagnosis, and that's how we told the children. And so the extended family, the in-laws, and everything, my husband told his parents, and my stepson, and his sister and brother and everybody. And I told my church family and friends and everybody. And my brother lives in Australia, so my sister told him, and so we've talked a couple of times over the phone, and of course over the internet and everything. But so everyone knows, and we're in a better place as far as, we're good now. Stay tuned for more videos.